We are halfway through the semifinals of Melodifestivalen 2016, and we now have 4 finalists and 4 acts in Andreasson. It is time to go around and say who's on top, who's on bottom. Are you guys ready? Let's do this! Denise, of the 8 acts that are still alive in the contest, who is your number 3?
This was so hard. I think that Melodifestivalen this year is amazing. From all the songs, yeah, there are only 2 songs that I don't like. So that's like, oh god, the top 3 out of all these amazing songs. But I've made a choice. And my third is Issa. I prefer Don't Stop because I like the cheap poppy sound of it. But I do think this is great. And Issa is having a great voice. And in this song, she can really shine with it. We can all hear that she's a great singer, and the staging, it was just perfect. It was big, but not overwhelming. It was big in a simple way, or something. And especially the part when she's coming together with that guy, and with the holding with the hands and with the rose. It was so lovely and so romantic, and I think even if you hate the song and hate Issa, you have to love this performance because it was so good and it all went great. And Issa said it also in her interview that everything went great and that there were no mistakes, and I agree with that. So it's really good, yeah.
And can I just say, I think that's part of the problem in a way, is that she's so perfect. Everything is so on point, every move, every vocal, every expression, to the point it sometimes seems programmed. And I think she's very talented. Do not get me wrong. I think she's a very nice girl. In our interviews, she's fantastic. But I just wish there was a way to dirty this up a bit. I mean, she's got makeup and henna on her arms, which is kind of dirty. But I just want to see a flaw. I want to see a mistake to make it more real.
Yeah, because if you think about it, say Adele is a huge worldwide superstar, but she has wobbles in her voice every so often, whereas Issa's voice, like, it's perfect, but there's no emotion coming through, I think. And I think that could be what let her down.
And you know what's interesting? She actually, on her fingers, she wrote the date of a day she met someone with cancer because she thought this would kind of help bring out the emotion. So she clearly does want to feel and project that. And maybe by the final, it will come through.
But personally, I found it very easy to come up with a top 3 because there's only 3 potential winners in it for me so far. So my number 3 is Robin Bengtsson. Like Constellation Prize, it's sort of a song. It does feel like it's maybe 2 or 3 years too late, but I think the staging saves it a lot. It's just so simple, whereas some of the Melfest songs, they're inclined to go over the top and they'll throw everything at the staging, whereas he's just standing there and it's all done through the lights. And he's got kind of a great face in a way. Do you know some singers that they just can display so much emotion through their face, and his eyes, they're so piercing, and kind of nearly the camera could just stay on his eyes for the whole time while he sings. Maybe if I was to do 1 or 2 tweaks, I'd cut the part where he's there playing into his harmonica. I like the harmonica and the noise, but I just don't see the point of him playing it. But yeah, I like the song.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous song, gorgeous staging. He's actually my number 4 at this point, but I could see that changing as the contest progresses. In any event, my number 3, this surprised me. I was at the after party in Malmo at the semifinal, and this song came on, and everyone started dancing and going crazy. It is Samir and Victor with Bada, Nakna. It's just so much fun. I know it's trashy and cheap, and it's not the deepest, meaning or melody, but I just love it. I absolutely love it. It makes me happy. It makes me smile. I think this is Scandi pop, not at its best, but it's pure Scandi pop. Like, hey, we're going to the party, y'all. Stockholm, Malmo, what? It's just fun and gives you life. And you remember Hasse Andersson, Dina Na, these people, I didn't like their song on first listen, but then I heard them in Andreasson and I started to like them, and like the rest of the people started to like them too, and they were climbing the charts. It's like, this is a type of song that takes time to grow on you, I think. And once it's lodged in your head, good luck getting it out. So my number 3 goes to the boys.
Well, my number 2 is another boy. It's Robin with Constellation Prize. and I don't just like this because of his eyes, because the song itself is also really good. Porrick already said about the harmonica. I really like it in the song, and it's really catchy just because of that. Everyone will remember that song, but it did seem a little fake at that point. Like, yeah, I don't know, it seemed a little weird. But the staging itself, it is really simple, but it's really effective. And at first I did like the song, but I didn't really feel it. But right now, after playing it multiple times, I am loving it, even more than I already did. So it keeps growing on me, and I think it's really good. The only thing is that I'm a little afraid that it will be the same like the other Robin in 2013. It is a song that most of the people like, but not as a real winner or something, and that it don't end up, that good as we expected to do. Or I don't know. I'm a little afraid for that, but it is really good.
Yeah, the wow factor, because like to win Eurovision, you need that wow, that Mon Zoma love scream. Whereas this is a beautiful song that you would pay to download, and you wouldn't like illegally download. But it's not. There's not the oomph. It's just like, wow, that's great, as opposed to wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Number 2, Porrick.
My number 2 is Ace Wilder, Don't Worry. And the thing is, she set the bar so high for herself with Busy Doing Nothing that it's probably near impossible for her to reach that standard again. But if we just look at it in its kind of separate parts, the staging, like that has that wow factor that Robin doesn't have, because just the box, and then there's 9 aces dancing along, and like that's Eurovision winning staging. The song then, I actually think that people are being overly critical on it because they're comparing it to her last song. It's not as good as Busy Doing Nothing, so I don't think it can win, but it's such a little, how would I describe it? It's such a boppy tune that you dance along to it. Don't worry, you feel good, you feel happy, it's upbeat, it's danceable. Yeah, I actually really, really like it. And see, then the thing is though that I'm disappointed at the same time because all her other songs are better.
My number 2 surprises me. It is David Lindgren, We Are Your Tomorrow. Now, I don't know if this is like a recency bias because I just heard this song a few days ago. The first time I heard it, the studio version on Wednesday before the semi, I didn't like it. I thought it was cheesy and boring. But then the staging came out, and this song has a look, which sounds strange, but visually it just has this look, and to me it's so inviting and fun, and I love when the lasers come out and it's all green and dark, but then the bright white boxes come on and they walk in from the side. Like, I can remember every element of this act, which to me suggests it's memorable enough, to do well in the final of Melodifestivalen. He has a lot of fans. He's been direct to the final 3 times now. Not that he's invincible, because he did come near the bottom last time in the final, but I think he's very likable. You can see in our interviews, he's a nice guy. The vocals are on point. He can dance. I'm sorry, look at those moves. It's cheesy, but I don't care. I'm just gonna tune out the lyrics and listen to the melody and watch him dance and see that beautiful laser display.
He doesn't convince me at all.
As a pop star, or?
As anything. I know he's a musical theatre actor, and he's acting the role as a pop star, but he's not bringing it across. Like, you were saying he's so inviting. Yeah, like the Queen would have him round for tea and scones. But he's not the kind of pop star at Melfest. Like Eric Sade or Mons, they have a look, and they just a little glint in their eyes, and it's pure dirt running through their minds or whatever. Or they're portrayed it. Whereas he's like, oh yes, I'm doing this dance, but I'll bring your child to play school, I'll do all this little charming, wholesome stuff. I'm not a pop star. When I go home, I'll just put on my pajamas and get into bed at 7 o'clock. That's my life.
Well, you know what? In our video interview, he said he has sex on the beach. Bam!
No, but I do like David. He is awesome. It's a really sweet guy. If you look at all the interviews he had with him, he seems so nice and so pure, and he is an amazing dancer. I mean, come on, I can do that. But this song, it disappointed me. I mean, his previous two songs are really good, and I was so glad that those two songs went to the final immediately. And with this one, it was out of this heat, it was my fifth favorite. So compared to that, I don't know, maybe it's because all the other songs are so good, but this time it's instead of going up, it's going down.
Well, it is finally time to reveal our number one top pick at Melodifestivalen 2016 as of February 15th. Denise.
It's Victoria with Save Me. William, you were there and you were telling all of us that this song is such a big surprise and it is amazing. And I couldn't wait because we were sitting in our own houses and we're like, okay, we can hear it, but I want to know why it is so amazing. And when I heard it, I immediately thought that this could be one of the two songs that Melfa said that could win the whole thing. It's so good, and I love her hair. It's amazing, and I really love her voice. It's really good, and I don't know, there are no mistakes in it, and yeah, it's great. The only thing is, and it's a little weird because normally I absolutely love all those graphics and those suits and stuff, but in this song, well, Melodifestivalen did a great job with her outfit and the light and stuff, but it didn't really fit with this song or something. So I do think the song is great and the staging is great, but together it's not really working. So yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Maybe I have to get used to it, but the song itself and Victoria, awesome.
Yeah, surprise, surprise, Victoria is my number one too. Because basically on Saturday night, I think we witnessed the birth of a pop star. Because the thing is, this is her very first single. It's her first song. She hasn't released anything else. And she's straight into Melodifest in the pimp last slot of the show, where like they only put the big stars, and she's there. And the staging, obviously her record company has a lot of faith in her because that costs money. And just even the precision, because we saw her when they were doing the encore, they had to line her up and they had a little shape, and that she just had to stay so rigid then for everything to work. But the staging then would only carry it so far, and the song just makes it complete. And it's Taylor Swift-esque, and then obviously there's flavors of Avicii. She worked with Avicii's people, and yeah, it's a completely modern country song, and it could do very well in the final. I'm still a bit unconvinced that it's one of the winning songs, but I'm open to, I don't know, if somebody can convince me that it would win, it probably wouldn't take a whole lot.
I could go on for hours about why this is my number one, but I will keep it to a few minutes. Let's start with the music. This song does not get boring. From the first note to the last, you are completely engaged. She has this power. I know she's from a small town in Sweden, but she could be from downtown Nashville. She could be from Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, Mississippi. She has this, I don't know, it's very American, and she has the guttural. It's so perfect for the song. Like in the bridge, when she starts spinning and doing that like honky-tonk thing down here, I'm just like, take me home, sweet home, Alabama. Like, also, there's such drive and energy. Like, yes, it's country-esque, but it's also got that Avicii Wake Me Up quality. It's very modern. It's like, you know, they've taken country and updated it for 2016 and put it in Sweden. And then we've got to talk about the visuals. This blew me away. Sabina Babayeva, who? I mean, that's all the past. This song has a look, and it is so important at Eurovision to have a look. Måns Zelmerlöw did it, Loreen did it, and now Victoria is doing it again. When she stepped onto stage for her first rehearsal, she was standing there like that, and we were like, what is she doing? Is she crazy? But it was clearly worth it because the visuals just get more and more interesting as the song goes on. Sometimes you can become indifferent to visuals, you know, on a massive LED screen. You're like, okay, that was impressive for 1 minute, but this continuously for 3 minutes, there are little surprises, like when her body breaks up into yellow boxes, when during the bridge she's suddenly a star. There's a moment where she seems to have Conchita fire wings. They're not as clearly defined, but there's fire coming out of both sides. The belt, the W for Victoria, how they play on that. They understand branding. She's working with Anton Ewald, so again, she's with the right people. Like, they know how to turn her into the star that she deserves to be. And can I say something else? She's not a diva. She's confident, but she's not arrogant. She believes in herself, but she's not off-putting. Whereas some of the other acts, sometimes you think they believe in themselves a little too much. She's just a sweet girl. She clearly believes in herself, but I don't think she's at the point yet where she realizes how big she's gonna be. I mean, her life has changed. Done. For me, she is the winner so far, and I would love to see this at Eurovision. I think people would stop what they're doing and be like, wow. And Denise, to your point about the disconnect, I take your point. Like, it's a country song, and then it has like a, you know, she's in the universe with all these LED lights. But for me, I like the tension. I think that makes it more interesting. Because if she had come out with a cowboy hat, or she was on a horse or a guitar, people would be like, Swedish girl trying to go honky tonk, blah, 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 where's Pernilla Anderson? But instead, she is just doing it for 2016. She's doing it for small town Sweden. She is a star. I love her.
Yeah, but about the staging, she really owned it. And when you have to stand in a certain way all the time, it can be really like, okay, I can't move, I have to stay like this. And she didn't. She really owned it, and that proves that she is a real star. She knows how to do it without looking weird. And that's really great that she were able to do that.
And one other point is this is made for TV. If you watch this in the arena, it's not so interesting because she's standing there still, but also to the side because they had the LED display light coming from this side. So it's kind of boring in the arena. Yet the crowd was still going crazy. Every time she was on the replay, it was like a volcano erupted or something. People were going mad, like from little girls to old men. And I think that's because the sound appeals to people of all generations, whereas visually, young people are gonna be like, oh my God, that is so cool. This is just, I'm sorry, 360 degrees, total package, Victoria slave. Well, that's our Melodifestivalen top 8 as of February 15th. What is yours? You can let us know here on wiwibloggs, on YouTube, on Twitter. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.